2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin.
Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, what a gorgeous day as this event kicks off our featured group. Well, we've got two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Collin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Collin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, he's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Collin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots.
Great looking shot this. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle.
Nice line.
And Rich, what a start. Coming out of the gates very hot after opening up with an eagle.
Nothing like setting the tone early for the rest of the day with that opening eagle. What a start.
He finds himself in a share of the lead. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
That could play.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Collin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Little birdie look in here. Yep, tracking well.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4, elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Playing from 110 yards out. Choosing the 9-iron here.
That was a beauty. Right against the hole.
Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the third. But what a start. This is impressive.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Now over to Collin Morikawa.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
That is a touch of class from the bunker. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. That should set up another chance.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
This one looks to be heading towards the green.
Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Oh, a 9-foot chance here. That was a gallant attempt. This is a par putt.
These are on rails, looking good.
That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And a chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. It's tracking. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind.
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement off the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, almost went in.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And that will take him to 6 under. Currently in first position. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Wow, what a shot.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Putting for birdie here.
Looks good.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
Oh, that's well played. And a chance for birdie here at the 9th.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Chance to move to 8 under here. Just didn't drop.
A par putt on the table.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Oh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Oh, that is flushed. Get on the green. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Didn't that look good for a long time? 5 feet coming up to the cup. Oh, nice looking putt. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will take him to 8 under. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
You like that, didn't you? And here we are with the third shot. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
They're in the bunker, looking for what a shot from the bunker. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Come on, get down. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. Well hold. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Wow, what a save.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
This looks to be heading to the green. Well played. Putting for birdie. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 4 feet to the cup. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. That's 9 under par for the round. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Going with the 6-iron here.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
That was a top effort, that one. So close to going down. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Will he be able to get out of this one?
They'll have to channel their inner Severiano Ballesteros here. This needs good hands.
Oh, good look at a birdie here. Oh, just missed. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
He's got this for his par.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This putt to get to double digits under the card.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
And with that putt hold now double digits under par, -10 as we head to the final few holes.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That one should find the surface.
Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
Putt is underway.
Well, that'll play.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Now at 11 under for the day.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Put every ounce they had into that drive.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got around 100 yards here.
This should play.
Oh, stop it. What a shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
He was on a good line. Putting for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Wow, from a dodgy lie ridge. How special was that?
Oh, went from the outhouse to the penthouse with that chip in.
Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
Lovely effort, that.
This shot from around 210 yards.
Opting for the 5-wood. Well, this one's going right at the flag.
That's not the shot they're after.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
Oh, come on. This would be a good one to hole. A chip for the tournament. Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
This player absolutely dominated all week long, all tournament long. Great job. You don't see this happen very often.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.